Hi, I'm Daniel,
And I'm Zach.
and welcome back to our channel and welcome back home from the Fairy Tales Pen event. Today we're going to give you the long promised close-ups of all the show pins that we bought, as well as show you our AP and PP pulls that we got off of the boards. So, if you've been living under a rock somewhere and haven't been watching our channel, we've been at a little event called Fairy Tales at Epcot.
We'll put links to all our previous fairy tales related videos down in the doobly-doo.
There's just vlogs that we did every day that we came back from the event, just kind of here and in the hotel. But we were just kind of winging it, right? We were in a hotel room kind of winging it and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the pins that we got for Fairy Tales. Now, if you've already seen those vlogs, if you've already seen the haul from the pins there, I am putting a time code right here. Skip forward to this time code. Not yet. But skip forward this time code and you'll skip over all the Fairy Tales pins, and that'll be where we start doing the AP and PP pins. And we'll explain all that over there, so we'll see you there. For those of you who are sticking around, here are our Fairy Tale pins that we got.
So I first got the Fairy Tales event poster pin. It features Tramp, Marie, and Elliot. It features silhouettes of various
No. Start from the smallest and go bigger. So who's the smallest?
Oh, is that Pascal?
Pascal.
Marie. Tramp.
And then this cat.
Raja? I don't know.
I believe that is Raja. And this.
Elliot.
And this.
I think that's Iago.
You are correct. That is Iago. Also, right on the F, really hard to see.
Oh my god.
It's Cricky. So yeah, there you go. That's that pin. The one that we're showing you the close-up of was actually signed by the artist. So we did take most of our pins, all of our pins, I think, and got them signed by the artist. No, I missed one. Sorry. So yeah, that's the best in show. No, that's the event poster pin. I got an Elliot pin, which I cannot show you because I actually bought it for a coworker and I've already delivered it to him. So, and I don't have a close-up of that one. So you'll just have to take my word that I have that. The next one that I have is Lucifer and Gus Hide and Seek. This features Lucifer and Gus from Cinderella. And Gus's arm moves up and down with a little teacup that covers Gus and hides Gus. This one's also signed by the artist and a really cute pin. What's the next one you got?
I got the 101 Dalmatians mini jumbo pin. Mm-hmm. These pins sold out really fast. All of the ones in this particular style, the circular style with a pin-on-pin design, features Pongo, Perdita, and several, but not all of their 101 children.
I won't make you name them. I
couldn't if I tried.
Right. The next one that I got was the event logo pin. Now, this is different than the event poster pin. This is actually the logo, and there were a set of 4 possible add-ons for this. So you got the pin plus one of those random add-ons that you could then trade if someone had them. The 4 were Iago, Pascal, Pua, and Cleo. And if you didn't get the one you wanted, you could always trade with somebody else for them. I believe, as I mentioned before, lucked out and got both Pascal and Iago. This was a limited edition of 1,200, this pin set was. They made enough for pretty much everyone to get one if they wanted. Although I feel like there was 1,250 tickets. So I guess 50 people wouldn't get these. But
So my next one was the 2018 auction lot winner pin, and what that means, as we found out.
Yeah, we found out this year. We're like, whoa, what did that mean?
One of the prizes in the silent auction is the ability to help design a pin for the next year's celebration. Mm-hmm. So this is the pin that whomever won last year's auction helped design. It features Maximus, Pascal, Marie, Elliot, Pongo, Perdita, and I believe that's Lucky, Figaro, Diablo, Figment, and Stitch.
Good. I can't believe he got all those. That is correct. The next two pins that I got are very similar, so I'll talk about them in succession. The first one is called Basil and Toby on the case. This features Toby and Basil from The Great Mouse Detective. They are connected together with a blue leash, which is actually just kind of a nylon string type thing there. It was a limited edition of something that I don't know right now. I want to say it was $7.50. We'll go with that. And then Jock and Scamp's Tug of War, which features Jock and Scamp from 101 Dalmatians. Which features Jock and Scamp from Lady and the Tramp. It is also limited edition $7.50, and it's the two of them tugging over a red leash, which is, again, nylon string. And I also got this mini jumbo, similar to Zach's Dalmatians mini jumbo. This one is for the Aristocats. This one was signed by the artist. I believe your Dalmatian was signed by the artist. I
think everything except the opening pin and the lanyard metal is signed.
Yeah. And that's it for the little single pins. Everything else we got was a box set of some nature. So I'll let Zach show you the box set that we both got. This is called the This is called the Pet Treats box set. This features 6 pins.
6 very good sized pins.
Yeah.
I
think it was the one sheet didn't really do it justice.
I believe each of the 6 pin sets retailed for $139 before discount.
Yes.
So we have Dinah's Wonder Treats.
Who's Dinah from, Zach?
It's a very good question.
I'll give you a hint.
Is it the Aristocats?
No, I'll give you a hint. It's in the title.
Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, Dinah is Alice's cat.
Learned something today. We have Lucky's Canine Crunchies.
Yes, Canine Crunchies and the great are fun to eat.
Pua's Pineapple Float. Sven's Frozen Treats. Miko's Munchies. And Mochi's Frozen Yogurt. These are not pin-on-pin design. Each of these has the pin itself, the metal backing, and then there's a 3D element, each of which is made out of what feels like some sort of plasticky or rubber.
Yeah, it's like a
rubber thing.
Yeah.
These are all limited edition 250, and again, all signed by the artists.
They are, and the problem that we had with this set is that each of us wanted one of the pins from this set, but didn't actually want the whole set. So we both have them listed on eBay right now. If you look at the first comment underneath this video, I will provide a link to our eBay auctions, which, if you're watching this before next Sunday, which is August 20th? No, August 18th?
18th.
Yeah, so August 18th. So if you're watching this before August 18th, actually he listed his on Monday, so August 19th. If you're watching this before August 19th, those will be listed.
May still be up.
May still be there.
My Pua has already sold, so.
No Pua. You have to buy my Pua. Anyway, the other box sets that we got, this is the 4-pin Park Pets set. This features the pets from Carousel of Progress, the Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, and Pirates of the Caribbean. This is also signed by the author and
artist.
And this one was $99. And I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to list this to sell or not. I'm waiting to see what the other ones do. I do like all of these, but if I had to recoup a little bit more of my money, I would keep the Queenie from Carousel of Progress and sell the rest. This was an LE 250, by the way. Did we say that the Park Pets, the Pet Treats, were also an LE 250?
Yes.
Okay, great. And there you go. Those are the things that we bought. I bought a jumbo pin, which is on my desk. I did take a picture of it, though, so I can show you a picture of it right here, close up. This is a absolutely huge pen, and it's laughable to call it a pen. There's no possible way. When I took it out, it has a little stand, and so I put it on the
It's
stand.
a paperweight.
It's huge. Yeah, it has 4 pin posts on it. I'm like, there's no possible way this would be secure on a lanyard with 4 pin posts. It weighs like 2 pounds.
Probably tear drywall out with it if you're not careful.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for the things that we bought. So there's other things that we got. We got an opening pin gift. I will show you a close-up of that now. This is the Fairy Tales logo pin that has Cleo and Pluto on it. So that was our welcome gift when we checked in. We got that. On the day 1 at Epcot, day 2 of the event, we got a 6-pin prize set for doing the Pascal scavenger hunt. You may have seen that around. Here's a close-up of that. These are the 6 Pascal pins. We do not know why the yellow Pascal in the top left is brown and blue, where all the other Pascals are in the same shade family. If anyone knows why, please tell me down below in the comments, like why he is yellow, brown, and blue as opposed to 3 different shades of yellow.
Could be a weird printing error. Could be intentional.
Yeah. We should have asked. Oh, and you know what? No, the artist wasn't there for. We don't know who the artist was for those because that was not one of the ones that had the artist. And the final thing that we got was our goodbye gift on the very last day. And when I say gift, these were included in your admissions. You didn't have to do anything to get these other than just give them your little redemption coupon.
You had to do the Pascal scavenger hunt for the Pascal ones.
You just had to give them the tab. You didn't actually have to do the thing. Anyway, this is a 4-pin set of babies. So we got baby Pegasus, baby Buster, baby Lady, and baby Cricky. So those were the gift sets that we got there. So that does it for our official Fairy Tale pens. Welcome back, those of you who skipped forward. We've missed you terribly. So bad. One fun little story. The Game Boys were there. That's Johnny and Tim. You can go check out their channel. It's down below in the doobly-doo. They were at the event but got overwhelmed by the crowds, and so they never picked up their Pascal set or their closing set, and we ran into them after the event had shut down. And so Beth Lung and myself, Beth Lung also linked below in the movie, took it upon ourselves to stress to Johnny that he should go contact Disney. I'm sure that they would send them to him. I just found out today that indeed Disney is sending him their pens. So they did get their sets. So congratulations, Johnny. I'm glad that you got your pens. Also, just saying, the Leffersons just moved to your town and they love Pascal. So that would make a great housewarming present for them. Just saying. All right. You're welcome, Alyssa. So let's talk about the AP and the PP pins that we pulled. For those of you who don't know, AP is an artist-proof pin. A PP is a production-proof pin. The difference between those two is that when they first design a new pin, they run 1 to 3 of those pins to make sure that the molds cut the metal correctly. That's called a
production proof.
Production proof. So there will only ever be 1 to 3 of those ever. And they have the letters PP stamped on the back of them. An artist proof is what they do next, where they run a full batch of 24 if they're smaller pins. If they're bigger pins, maybe 10 to 12 of them. And those are stamped with AP on the back. Those are actually run just to make sure that the colors are right on the pen and that everything, the dyes are going to work correctly and whatnot. The PP pins, by the way, do have color on them, but it's just, between those two processes is how they make sure that the machinery is going to produce the pin that they want. They're stamped and they're held back, and those are rare pins because an AP pin is basically a limited edition of 24 max. So that is why APs and PPs are awesome, and that's why events like this are awesome, because it's one of the few times that you can ever actually get these pins. But I'm going to shut up babbling right now and show you the close-ups of some of our APs. So we'll start by telling you the totals. Over the 2-day event, off the trading boards, I was able to get 12 AP pens out of my 16 trades. I was able to get 12 APs, and Zach got
I got 10 APs.
10 APs. I was able to get 1 PP which, fun story, I didn't know it until I got back here and actually looked at it with a magnifying glass. But I got one, and you ended up with two. So there you go. I think beginner's luck plays a lot here because some people were not that lucky, but we did get a lot of them. I will say this. The pins that are up on the board that you can trade with your tabs are a combination of limited edition, limited release pins, some Shanghai, Hong Kong pins,
Paris,
AP pins, PP pins, but also the Hidden Mickey set that comes out later this year. They had pre-released it for this show. So on the boards at the show were also Hidden Mickey pins that have not yet come out for the general public. And we'll show you some of those too. But let's start here. The very first one that I drew, the very first AP of the show, I pulled, it was this Minnie Mouse with the ghost on it. It actually came from a series called the Medieval Magic set, and that was in 2019. So that was actually earlier this year out in California. I believe that was the one where they had remember the Dragon set, the Dragon Mystery Box, the Medieval Magic event that happened out in California. So anyway, the pin of itself, normal pin, it was a LE1000. This one as an AP is an LE24. The second one that I got was the Sword in the Stone 55th anniversary pin, and I did not know that this was an AP, and I'm going to show you the back of this pin on the close-up here. Hopefully I'm timing this with my actual filming of this. And this will just show you how hard it is sometimes to figure out whether something is an AP or not. This Sword in the Stone one is really, really tiny, and it's just down at the bottom of the pin trading stamp. And we did find that this was the case, that they were never really in the same spot on, from pin set to pin set. And I guess it's just there's different companies that make these, different presses that make them, and so they have different ways of doing that. So what are as I reach down to pick up the one I dropped, what are your first two APs?
My first two are a Figment 2015 pin. Did you trade for this one, or did you pull this off the board?
I pulled this one off the board, and I was happy that I did it because as you'll see later, he had pulled a Pluto AP that I really wanted, so I had an AP to trade him for it.
And then my second one is the Sleeping Beauty storybook from the 60th anniversary set that was originally just a limited release, but now it's a limited release and technically a limited edition because it's an artist proof. So
true, and these were the ones that from our very first pin night event, they were part of the mystery box set for the Sleeping Beauty 60th anniversary.
Yes.
So you might have seen some unboxing videos of those. The next two that I got, I'm going to do this in order here. I pulled a Jessie. This is from the currently out in the parks Toy Story 4 mystery box set, which are the posters. This is Jessie. They are open edition mystery pins. They're not anything special about them other than this one is an artist proof for Jessie. And the second one, and the next one, I guess, my fourth one, is Forky from that same set. So Forky also currently out in a set right now. This is the AP.
Continuing on with that theme, I have Buzz Lightyear from the same set.
Mm-hmm.
Also a Kilimanjaro Safaris pin that I think is just a standard open edition pin. Yeah. But it's the artist proof of it, so
that makes it special. Oh no! Hey, our battery light is starting to blink, so we're going to swap out a battery. So just time out, everyone. We'll be right back. And we're back. Boy, this will be fun to edit. The next one that I got was actually the very first pin that I pulled the entire event. This is a Princess and the Frog. This is the limited edition of 1000. This is one of the easiest APs to see because it is clearly marked in black down at the bottom of it. So that was that one. And the second one that I got was one of the last ones that I pulled in the entire weekend. And this is the Mickey and Pluto hug. I think I showed it on another one of the vlog videos, but this one is currently in the Disney Hug set, which is not a limited release or anything. It's widely available in the parks. This is the AP for it.
Well, it's widely available in the parks now. When it first hit, at least Walt Disney World, it was selling out like hotcakes.
True. And then, yeah, that's a piece of advice. Let's just stop this for a moment to let me give you a piece of advice. When you find stuff in the park, like open edition pens or things that are not limited release or limited edition, like let's say a Sleeping Figment doll, don't buy it on eBay. It will get restocked in the park. It's like, I can't count the number of people, the very first gay days that we went to when they came out with the rainbow Mickey ears, that people were selling them on eBay, buying them on eBay, because, oh my God, they sold out. They were out of them 2 weeks before gay days. And we got there to the park on gay days, and they everywhere. They were everywhere. You could have bought them that day.
Still everywhere.
They're still everywhere. So, yeah, any non-limited thing, you got time. Don't worry
He
about
only
it.
mentions the Sleeping Figment plush because both times we've gone to Epcot looking for it, it's sold out either earlier that day or the day before.
Anyway, what are your next two AP pins? This,
So-
by the way, was a public service message from me to you.
The more you know.
Yes. Is the microphone in frame? Okay.
So my next one is also one of the very first ones I pulled, if not the first one. It's the Evil Queen, looking menacing as always.
I believe this also was very hard to find. I realized that this was an AP as I was sitting with a magnifying glass going through them once we got back home.
I really wish they'd standardize where they print and how they print. And
Look, I'm just happy we have them. So it's like they can print them however they want.
My next one is a Mickey and Pluto spinner pin, so not just your typical flat pin on pin design.
Mhm.
I believe this came from Hong Kong or Shanghai, one of the two.
Yep. Okay. My next two, this one was kind of weird. I collect the vintage vinyl set, and I had all the vintage vinyls except for Dumbo. And some really nice lady had traded me during the day a Coco puzzle piece for that vintage vinyl Dumbo. So I had gotten the vintage vinyl Dumbo to complete my set. And later in the day, I found a AP Lady and the Tramp vintage vinyl pen. And there had been a gentleman we had been talking to in line that had gotten the Dumbo AP earlier in the day. I knew that he'd gotten that because that was before I traded for mine. Anyway, long story short, too late. I ran into him later in the day in line. I said, "Hey, do you still have that Dumbo AP vintage vinyl?" And he said, "Yeah, actually, I ended up with two of them." And I said, "Hey, I'll trade you a Lady and the Tramp for that Dumbo AP." For some reason, I've been looking for this thing for so long, I just wanted to have the AP of it. And this AP is incredibly hard to find. It is very tiny, but it is there. This is the Dumbo AP. Enough about that. That is number one. And then the second one that I got was the Nick and Judy Hopps Zootopia notebook. This one is an AP from Shanghai. So this is actually a 2019 pin from Disneyland Shanghai that is in artist proof. Love me some Judy Hopps.
That's Officer Judy Hopps to
That's
you.
true. Well, I don't know if she's in her outfit here. Let me look. Yes, she is. Officer Judy Hopps.
My next one, Be Jealous, Alyssa Leverson, is a Rapunzel Happy Holidays 2014 pin. I keep looking at this and thinking it's a Mickey pretzel with Rapunzel on top because that's what it's shaped like. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Rapunzel Mickey pretzel. There you go.
Next is...
It is a TIE fighter.
It's a Star Wars TIE Fighter, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an AP. I don't know how to keep it, to be honest. I don't collect Star Wars anything.
There's maybe someone out there as
Yeah.
a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a Star Wars fan and, you have a Figment AP or a Dalmatians AP that you'd want to trade me,
Mhm.
shoot us a message on the Twitters.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me know.
My next two are this one is the Rock and Roller Coaster. This is a pen that is it's probably sold out, but is out right now. This is the 20th anniversary of Rock and Roller Coaster. This is the AP from that. And I know that this is an LA 2000. It's probably sold out, but it had just come out like this past month. in July, which of course is the past month. I don't know why I'm clarifying. In case you didn't, in case you needed to look at the calendar, I don't know. And then the next one is actually fun story about this one is, do I have that? I do. Hold on. Pardon me as I lean forward towards this camera here. Let me do my Rod Serling impersonation here. This, as you may recognize, is a regulation Disney limited edition pin for the Wilderness Lodge's 25th anniversary. And right here in the middle is a little spinner that has Chip and Dale on it. Chip on one side, Dale on the other side. This was a LE 1500 for the 25th anniversary of the Wilderness Lodge. Now, I, on the board, pulled that pin that was there, and I was like, that's odd that that pin would be here. So I got that pin, and it was the AP for that set. And as I was walking away from there, I ran into Crazy Kylie. She was in line to get another one, and so we started chatting. And it dawned on me that the pin in my hand was one of her main collections, which is Chip and Dale. So I traded her for this AP, which is a Pirates of the Caribbean AP. It is the, whatever you call this set.
Crests of the Kingdom.
Yeah, it's a Crests of the Kingdom set, which Zach is about to tell you another member of that. Go ahead.
So we showed this in the previous video, but this is a Crests of the Kingdom Tiki Room AP. And I said it then and I'll say it again. This is the pin that made me the happiest that I pulled off the boards. Because the Tiki Room is awesome.
The only thing that would have made him happier would have been to pull the Jungle Cruise one. And I don't know that that would have made him happy because he just bought that one.
I saw one that I thought might have been the Jungle Cruise. I didn't pull it because I wasn't sure, but my non-AP version just arrived today, and I'm happy with that too. Thanks again to Oh Hello Robin for pointing out the eBay pickup service she uses.
Yeah. My next, what? That was two?
One.
Oh, that was one. Sorry.
My other one is the AP of the Independence Day, which again we showed on our previous video. It's very sparkly and very cute, but not something I felt like spending the money on, but now I have it. So there's that.
The next one is Pluto in his doghouse, which I mentioned earlier was the one that I traded Zach the Figment for. So this is Pluto in his doghouse, and I have a Pluto collection. That's my main collection. That's my guy. So happy to have him. And then this last of my APs here is actually a Disney sing-along. It's a Jiminy Cricket Disney Park badge. Just dropped it on the floor. It's a hidden Mickey series. It's actually the one that our teacher friend Catherine traded me the Teacher's Day for. So there you go. Those are all of our APs. Now let's get into the hoity-toity business here of PPs. Since Zach has more of them, I'll let him show his first.
My first one is the Fort Wilderness. It looks like it's just the standard resort pin, but it's the production proof of it. Yeah. So
we haven't actually seen that pin. We could probably compare it to the one that actually came out if we wanted to. See what changed.
Just go to Fort Wilderness and see.
There you go. We could go to that Howdy Do review.
Howdy!
Howdy! The Howdy Do review. Howdy do to you and you and you. I don't know if that's the song.
That's not the song because it's the Hoop-de-Doo review.
I like mine better.
And my second one is a Disneyland pin featuring Minnie and Daisy. Not limited. And you found out this was a production proof.
This is a magnifying glass deal again. It's in the top right hand side there, and you have to kind of tilt the pen to see it there. But yeah, this is Minnie and Daisy. It's for Disneyland's 55th, I think.
No, that's just, it says Disneyland since 55.
Oh, since 55. Then I don't know what set that is. If you know what set that is, let us know down below. I think it was just an open edition pin over in California. So this happened here. I walked away from Fairy Tales believing that I had gotten no production proof pins. And And as I was going through them with the magnifying glass, which you're probably getting tired of hearing me say that, I got this guy here. He's a Pluto. He's a Pluto with a Chinese symbol on him. He's a Pluto. I collect Pluto. Pluto's my main guy. He's my go-to guy. This comes from the the Shanghai Disney Resort. And as you can see right there, it's another one of those you have to kind of tilt the pen to see it. But there it is right there, staring back at me, the PP, the production proof. So very, very happy that I got a...
Not just a production proof, but a Pluto production proof.
Yeah, for my main collection. So super excited about that. And then the final pin that I wanted to show, well, actually, yeah, they're posted all around and everything. But this little Flick name tag here I got has a little story behind it. This is it's a Disney Employee Center, so I guess it's Mickey's of Glendale pen. And as we were at the partner board, another YouTuber who is also a Best in Show, that would have been Karen's USA Adventures, and she, while holding her lanyard, said she walked away. She was ahead of us in line. She's like, I didn't get anything that I really wanted. And then she looks at me and she goes, there's the Flick name tag. And that's like all I get. So I get to the board and literally I can't stop looking at the damn Flick because I just had Karen's voice in my head going, there's a Flick name badge. So it's that's, by the way, that's as good of an English accent as you'll ever get from me. So there you go. Those are the pins that we got at the event. I mean, there's other pins we got, but those are the ones that are interesting and of note. Whole lot of pins, a whole lot of mystery pins that we got from the box set that we will show you in a separate video. I will tell you this, there were 8 chaser pins and 8
regular
limited release pins in that set. That set is completely sold out. You were only allowed to buy 7 boxes total of it, so there's no possible way any but one person could finish the set. Because you could at best get 14 pins if you pulled absolutely no doubles, and you needed 16. Anyway, through a series of trading and whatnot, I ended up with 7 of the limited release. I have 1 duplicate. So I have 7 of the limited release and 6 of the chasers. So the chasers that I'm missing are Sultan and Doug. I'm missing Sultan and Doug. So if you know anyone out there that has those 2 chasers, that might be interested in trading something, let me know. And then the only of the limited release that I'm missing is the snake from Princess and the Frog that I can't think of its name right now. And the duplicate that I have is the Jolly, or is it just Jolly? I don't know if the D is silent or not, but it's the goat from Hunchback. So there you go. I'm still holding out hope that I might be able to trade around and finish off that set. But I'm sure at this point in time, to steal a joke from the pin event itself, we started this pin haul in May and it's now December. So thank you for that.
If you like what we do here.
No, wait. We still have to talk about some stuff yet. So not yet. Not yet. You don't get to go yet. Final thoughts on this event. Such an amazing time. I had such an amazing time at this event. I loved every moment. I've loved seeing everyone, meeting everyone. A whole bunch of YouTubers that we met, but just not even them, which they were great, but also just the people that we met there, just the people in line that we got to meet. Since the event, some of those people have reached out to us on Instagram to say that they enjoyed meeting us, and some of them have even left comments down below in our videos, and thank you guys so much. It's such a cool thing to be able to talk to people about your hobbies, you know, and just be able to talk to people, just random people in line. And it was great. Had a wonderful time. I highly recommend that you go to this event next year.
Or at least try.
Yeah, absolutely. Try to go to this event next year. It is well worth it, and it's great. I can't say enough good things about it. And that being said, the theme for next year's event is called Celebrating 20 Years of Disney Pins. And it is going to be The pins are going to be designed based off of the previous 19 years of pin events that they have there. So everything from fairy tales all the way back to their very first pin trading event that I don't have the name up in front of me now, but the Imagination Celebration is going to be mixed in there. The villains one, the Wicked, something about Wicked. I should know these things, and I'm not. You're seeing the graphic. You can see it right there. Anyway, so that's going to be absolutely amazing and fun. And this Saturday, we will be releasing actual footage from the from the event, including our run-in with the other vloggers and Karen and
vloggers and Karen.
Well, Karen was the very first one we ran into. Like it'll make sense when you see it. But yeah, we'll be releasing that as well as the trivia contest and some stuff like that. Whew. Thank you guys for going on this ride with us. It's been really fun. We really have enjoyed talking to you guys in the comments, and please feel free. Chat down away in the comments. If you like what we do on this channel, make sure you give us a big old thumbs up to let us know that we're doing the right thing.
If you're new here, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
If you want to hit that notification bell, you can.
You can always do that.
And before we spend another 35 minutes talking.
Wait! There's another... No, I'm just kidding.
See you soon.
Bye.